Nerds are often given one of two treatments by those who aren't nerds themselves. Some nerds are idolized for pursuing their passions without letting fear of judgment stop them, while others are ostracized for going against the flow. But there's something I've noticed over the years that changes the perspective a bit. The culture around being a nerd is becoming more normal. Essentially, both groups are shrinking in size as the normalcy kicks in. So that brings me to this channel. This channel is the amalgamation of music and content, focused on bringing in nerds just like myself. And if you're still here watching, I'd be willing to bet you're a bit of a nerd yourself. But hang on, the word nerd is a little bit broad. Who am I hoping to click with here? Put simply, if you like my pretty unique style of electronic music, or if you like Japanese anime or culture, you'll fit in just fine. But even if you're not a perfect fit, remember, who really is a perfect fit at the end of the day? Everybody is unique, and nobody really fits into another person's label. Though, as the YouTube big shots preach, I've got to provide some sort of value with this video. So let me talk a bit about my plans for this channel and, basically what to expect. Coming from nearly 8 years of making electronic music, I obviously want to continue making music. I want to keep pushing out music to this channel. The plan is to get a song out on YouTube every 2 weeks, with the Spotify release following shortly after. This may seem like a short time span, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every song I have released up to this point has taken no more than 7 hours of project time. And just to be clear, that's like FL Studio project time. That's time in the music making software. But in fact, most of my FL Studio projects have no more than 3 or 4 hours of project time. Now, I have no idea how I made my workflow so optimized. I guess it kinda came naturally. But that means 2 weeks is more than enough time for the music, plus art and a visualizer. Lastly on music, I just want to set a bit of a quality standard for the visualizer videos. Whenever I go to get the album art, I want to spend the extra time to get a video version of the art for the visualizer. That way, there's something moving in the background. It's not just a still image with, the reactive visualizer. Now, that might not always be possible, but if there's nothing moving in the frame, but the art is perfect, I might just get creative in After Effects. But if I can just get a video version of the art, that's the plan. If you need a reference of what that's gonna look like, my Bliss Before Disaster album, which is, by the way, was my debut album. I love that album so much. A lot of fun. But that album has a video background which kind of shows what I mean. But anyway, I do have some other smaller standards, but I'll spare you the nitty-gritty. As for content, I really, and I mean really, want to focus on building a bit of a Japanese-influenced audience. You actually can't see it because it's out of frame, but I've got my name in Japanese on the shirt. That's fun. Really goes to show what I'm into. So that means talking about anything from anime to Japanese music and culture, and any subtopics in between. I really want to build this vibe of being the chill Japanese nerd who makes cool music, and go far with it. I don't want to go for a hyper-edited style, but that doesn't mean zero editing or no jump cuts by any means. I guess if nothing else, I just want to be equal parts entertaining and relatable. So that's me, plus my plans. And the future of this channel. Really got the bang for your buck on info this time, didn't ya? Obviously, if you look back on this channel's history, you'll see some older content. Music aside, I've been playing around to see what sticks content-wise for quite a while. But it got to a point where it wasn't an issue of workload, but rather work ethic. I really wanted to make content, but I wasn't used to committing large amounts of creative time to anything other than music. But I've got a good source of motivation now, so I've done a bit of planning, and now I'm taking the age-old advice. Just start. If you want to join me on this content journey, you're totally free to subscribe. But that should be your decision at the end of the day. If you subscribe, it should be because you want to see more of me, not because I told you so. This is just a reminder, not a direction to follow. But also, if you feel so inclined, a comment helps more than you'd think too. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. whenever that is. Maybe in a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. But we'll find out.